Hey, good Monday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your weather update here on your July 7th, 2025. Now, before we get rolling, we always like to say thank you and welcome aboard any new followers here on our growing little channel. And if you haven't yet decided to follow us just yet, please hit that like button on our main Facebook page. Now, if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. Well, I hope everybody had a great, safe 4th of July weekend. Now we're going back to work, getting the grind going. It's hot, it's steamy out there, but it looks like we're going to see increased chances of rain, a little more of a wetter pattern coming back at us here as we go for the rest of the week ahead. So we'll get you the list on the 7-day here shortly. But first, let's go ahead and take a live look right now up at Blue Ridge. It's not looking bad. It got a little bit of a wind out there, a little breeze, not bad. It's sunny, a little few clouds out there. I think Georgia, for the most part, is going to miss the precipitation chances for the most part today, but it'll get a little bit better as we go through the rest of the week. They'll increase a little bit for tomorrow. And then as we get toward about Thursday, they really start to spike a little bit. Let's go look over here at Lake Lanier as we're seeing sunshine, a few fair weather clouds out here as well. Gentle breeze, see a little bit of action there on the lake. I'm sure the lake was very busy over the long 4th of July weekend. And again, not a bad day to go to the lake, that's for sure, here on your Monday afternoon. Now, we are getting a few little stray showers up here across extreme north Georgia up to the northwest section. Tennessee's getting a little more action, but we're relatively dry for the most part. Couldn't rule out a straight one. You never can this kind of time of year, but for the most part, we're going to stay dry here across our region here for this afternoon. Looking at the regional perspective, a little more thunderstorm activity up here across portions of Tennessee. Scatter storms here in Alabama, along the Gulf Coast areas, looking over toward Arkansas, Louisiana, but a little bit of a hole right there across North Georgia that I think will fill in the days ahead. Looking at your regional satellite and you're looking at your lightning data as well, you can see the lightning showing up nicely here across Tennessee, back over toward Arkansas and over Louisiana along the Gulf Coast, down toward Florida, but kind of a lack of activity across Alabama and Georgia here for the most part for today. Not going to stay that way. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the regional model here. I got the latest high-resolution model here kind of looping. You know what you're going to see here, folks. You're going to see the afternoon showers and thunderstorms. We go to the afternoon. Here they go, kind of pop up. You know, a lot of areas won't see it. Some will. We'll see that. But what's going to be happening here for the week is that we're really going to be moistening up that atmosphere a little bit. And we got a couple little minor disturbances rolling in for good measure. And we're going to see a little more coverage areas. So as we go in toward Wednesday, especially going to Thursday, we're going to see a lot more wet activity out there. And the best point I can illustrate this is from what the National Weather Service is pointing out here on their forecast map. So let's go ahead and talk about that. We'll kind of look at the forecast maps here, and I'm going to kind of highlight this here a little bit. So let me go ahead and put this into my interactive mode here so I can kind of steer you through this here a little bit. All right, so as we go ahead and go forward here, as we're looking toward your Tuesday. So Tuesday afternoon, you kind of see you get the drill. So you know we're going to get some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms here across parts of it, especially with those daytime heating. That's when we typically going to see that. So as we go into the afternoon hours, we're going to see pretty decent coverage here across Alabama and Georgia. You'll see darker green areas. This is basically your areas where you get rain chances greater than 50%. So that's on your Tuesday afternoon. You notice as we go into Wednesday, not looking too bad there. You see a little more enhancement there up toward the Carolinas going to your Wednesday afternoon. And then go look at it Thursday. You can see a lot of dark green on this map from basically from the northeast all the way down here toward the southeast. Pretty good coverage area. So that's going to allow the temperatures to back off a little bit. Not quite as hot as they were like yesterday, today, and I think for tomorrow. But then they'll start to really kind of back off a little bit because the cloud cover and rain coverage is coming at us. Going to Friday, will kind of back off here a little bit. I think the weekend's rain chance is going to back off here a little bit. And but we'll still have that scattered thunderstorm threat. So I'm not expecting the weekend to be kind of a washout or anything. But we'll kind of back off to more traditional rain chances. Kind of going back down to about 40% by the time we head toward the beginning of next week. That's what I'm expecting for right now. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your forecast here for the Gainesville area going in for tomorrow. 95, 73. Those feel like temperatures will be approaching the 100-degree mark, maybe 102. Could potentially see some heat advisories for tomorrow. Wait and see what our friends in Peachtree City say at the National Weather Service. Scattered thunderstorms, 95, 73, pretty muggy there near the lake in Gainesville. Most everybody here in the 70s, mid-70s down toward Metro Atlanta here for your Tuesday morning. A few upper 60s in the mountains, but generally looking at a mild start. And then we'll see scattered thunderstorms, everybody here in the 90s. We'll have a slight westerly wind. And typically when you get a slight westerly wind here blowing this way, you get a little bit hotter temperatures here on the other side of the mountains. It starts kind of going downhill a little bit. It'll warm up a degree or two. That's why they're looking at the upper 90s over toward Athens. But 91 in Jasper, 93 in Calhoun for your Tuesday. Regionally looking like this. Again, scattered thunderstorms here all across the southeast, looking pretty hot indeed. Oh, I forgot to change that number. Columbia is actually 98 for tomorrow. So is Charlotte at 98 degrees. 94 in Memphis, 93 in Jackson, 89 in Destin. It looks like the sea breeze will be fairly not that active here, at least not along the coast. I think it'll be a little bit further inland here going in for your Tuesday. Regionally looking like this. Again, we're going to see the rain chances come up and watch the temperature start to come down as a result. Mid-90s down to about 90. Rain chances start to spike up to about 70% as we go toward Thursday and Friday. Then the weekend, it kind of starts to back off, 50, 40%. And that, boy, 92, 72, that kind of looks fairly close to normal. That's a little bit above for North Georgia, but really not that bad going in here toward, get the hottest time of the year. It's like 89, 69, something like that for us typically around our area. So again, just looking at the scattered storm threat, we will see increased rain. Now we're going to have severe weather threat. It's possible. Right now, nothing really kind of standing out from the Storm Prediction Center right now. But of course, when you're dealing with hot temperatures and increased chances of rain and thunderstorms, you never can rule it out. And of course, we got to watch for any potential slow-moving storms on top of that for isolated flooding. Obviously, we saw all the damage and stuff that was done out in toward Texas. So not expecting anything like that. That was kind of a remnant from Tropical Storm Barry that kind of got stuck in Texas and moved very slow. That caused a lot of problems out there. Not expecting anything like that. We did have Chantal over the weekend. It's moving on off the coast. Don't worry about that system in the tropics for right now. We'll get a little bit of a break. But as we get deeper into the month of July, we'll see if we get any more tropical activity come out. Nothing imminent right now. All right, that's y'all's update for now. Again, I appreciate you guys checking out the channel. If you've not yet become a follower, I need y'all's help to do that. Again, we're in phase 1 of this build out, which means we got to build that audience. We're trying to get to 100,000. We're coming up on 5, so we only got about 5% right now. So please help us out there. I got a new ad campaign, which is going to start here as soon as I get done with this update here. Kind of get that going. I had a little money come in from some services I've done to kind of help grow the channel. And then phase 2 will be to buy the equipment, get the gear that we need to develop a 24-hour weather channel. Yeah, that'll be something you'll have on an app or on the YouTube channel, hopefully. And you guys can check it out. It'll be serving North Georgia, community events, weather, events, forecasts like this, things like that. I think it'll be very helpful here for our North Georgia community. All right, that's y'all's update. Take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you on tomorrow's update. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.